Did it, folks. The Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. We are back with more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We are currently in the system Athens as we search for Dr. Liara Tassoni, our lead on the Asari matriarch Benezia Tassoni. Alright, we're picking up nothing there. Okay, so currently there's nothing going on in the Athens system, so we're going to zoom out and we're now going to head to Knossos. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, I may not be. So here we go. We'll start outwards and work our way in. There we go. Normally I always put a bit of a delay doing story missions, but completing our crew I typically always put a little higher on the table. Okay, next ring. Nope, we're looking for this. There we go, there it is. Nothing going on here, so we're then going to go back to this one. Nothing, okay. We're going to go to Terram. Okay, here it is. But before we go straight into that, we are going to check out this one. Nope. And we'll check out this ring of asteroids. There we go. Survey. Boom. Okay. Terram. Now, folks, this is a story-based mission, so I may or may not have a fair bit of commentary to add to it. So, we're going to bring Tali, and we will bring... see, I really want to bring Ashley and Caden for some obvious reasons. There's some very obvious reasons why I want to bring Caden and Ashley for people who have played. It's just that Tali is so much better for what we're about to go into. No, we'll bring Caden and Ashley.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop.
Also, we're going to turn the sound back to the way it is. Because again, now that we're not in any elevators, I want to see if the Mako banter plays into normally.
Up zone.
Nothing like a nice pleasant drive amongst magma. Actually no, we're above the surface, so this will be lava. And we have a get ship. Flying. Okay, so I do want to just check what Caden has. Okay, yeah, his electronics and dampening is quite... Sorry, electronics and decryption is quite not up to what I would like. I'm already regretting having him along. Okay, so the dialogue in the Mako is not as muted as it was in the elevator. So let's see here. A nice old upgrade kit. Oh, a rocket trooper right in my face. Let's push him over.
Now it gets
Oh, he's
fun.
dead. I honestly thought he was going to survive that, and I would have to execute him when he's on the ground. We need to check out these two buildings now, and so that the metro back to the Mako is not as long. I will take our vehicle and put him up here. Alright, we'll do warp. Don't know why warp didn't... Oh, that's Unity. That's warp. There we go. Damage. Really nothing in this building. Okay. It's a big, complete waste. Oh well. Oh, there's another one. Off in the distance. And we leveled up. Yay! So there we go. We'll do barrier, training, and throw. Now as for you, sir, you need to really invest in that electronics. There we go. Still needs a bare minimum to get. Still need 2 points for Master Sabotage and Overload, which will allow him to access the hard tier items. So, oh well. At least for Ashley, she has mastered First Aid training. And next is her Assault. Then eventually we can tackle her health. Oh, that barely took any damage off the shields. Oh yeah, I forgot someone now with a mod that does that. So we now have a small booster for the Mako. That's why they sound so different. Now, see, you would think this area would have something to explore, but like it really doesn't. Now that's how you make an entrance. You know, like they're like, okay, as soon as they get through there, we'll blast them. All of a sudden, the Mako comes fucking flying out like a fucking missile. Oh. Okay.
Form up.
Engaging target.
Okay, he's somehow able to shoot me through the goddamn thing.
I need a target. Target online.
Rally round.
Both are on cooldown. See, like, this is what I mean, folks. Like, the period of which, how long often
All clear.
we leveled up at least. So we're gonna bump her assault training. No? So here's what I was highlighted as if you have to. Alright. Oh, cutscene. This is a boss fight, clearly. Oh no, new enemy introduction. Folks, I do want to point out, I do enjoy the fact that the Get basically deploy their troops in like a very Helldiver way. Like the Get fold up and they can literally just be dropped from their ships, and then when they land they unfold. It's very like, again, they can do stuff like this because they're not organic, so it's pretty cool. Alright, we have that one that seems to be around. It's going to make cover very pointless if we don't deal with it. And he jammed my fucking guns. Actually, go over there. Okay, so me and Caden will be on this side. And there's another one. Look. Ashley, why the fuck are you using a pistol? Use a goddamn assault rifle! You're so... Like, I hate you for so many reasons of your personality, but dear God, no. There's a fucking leapfrog one. Throw. Can I knock him off balance? Yes, I can. He's on the ground. And I don't get a clear shot, and I'm down. Okay. So, folks, you can't hear it, but I do have a guest watching this as I'm recording it, and they're at the bit just like, don't bring Ashley. Well, it's a little late to bring Ashley. Caden! We literally just started, Caden. The fight literally just started and we're a man down. Okay, I have a Unity power so we can bring Caden back. Get into fucking cover. Caden, get the fuck into cover. Oh, Dale's on snipers. I did not notice that. Okay, this is more intense than I ever remember this being, folks. I feel like a mod is actually increasing the difficulty of this initial fight. There you go, we took out one of the snipers. There's another leapfrog. We'll use warp. So at least he's taking damage every second. There you go. Alright, that's a sniper and a shock troop down. Oh, you have, there you go, there's no shock troop down. Okay, we have 2 enemies left by the looks of it on my radar. Okay, I can't warp it, sadly. How about force? Nope, too big. Right, Ashley, you move up. Oh, did I take it down? Yeah, we did. Nice. Okay, we have one more enemy according to the mini-map. Hello! Oh, it's a basic entry, but we got this. There we go. Holy shit, folks. Okay, let's check out equipment. We got some tier... We got actually some of 3-tiered and 4-tier weapons. One of those is going to Ashley. Okay, she's getting the Avenger tree. Yeah, and we also transferred her mods. Let's take a look at her mods. We did get Armor Piercer tree. What does she currently have? She currently has chemical rounds that deal damage per second. I'm actually okay. Oh, we have some hammerhead weapons. We'll bump her chemical weapons up to 40% toxin. So there we go. So at least when she hits something, they'll deal damage over time. We'll also give her heatsink, so her weapon can fire way more often without it having to cool down. We didn't get any new weapons and armor, but it looks like we did get some new pistols. No? No. You know, I am marking these for trash. But yeah, trash. Anything tier 2 is pretty much getting marked for trash at this point. Okay, we have no new gear except, let's see, do we have any new first aid things? Yeah, we'll equip that. Right. After this quest, I need to do a stock of weapons and armor and upgrade the team and myself. Okay. Again, this is why there's lockers in the ship, so you can actually interact with everyone's items before you go on missions. Right, so we're just going to sprint down this tunnel because it's a long ass tunnel. Okay, maybe I should have installed that infinite sprint mod. Oh. Throw. Throw him over the fence. And crouch down so my teammates can actually shoot, because there is blocked fire. There we go. Elevator.
Dare you to spin over the side.
God damn it, Ashley. Well, we can't get in that way, so we definitely have to take the elevator. I do like how you can see the dust particles in the air. Like this is a ruin. Like there's going to be a fuck ton of dust. I wonder what this Promethean site was. Judging by those things, it's possible that this is an ancient protein prison. Yeah, I can shields. Nope.
The tiles in those holes remind me of a bathroom floor.
That's what you're focused on? The tiles? No, God damn it, Caden. I'm more focused on these chambers-like things. Again, it makes me think of a cell. Especially with the way that shield is and the way that they're uniformly lined up like that. And again, the way we see Liara also implies a potential president. Also, I'm going to see if I can... do I have any better rounds than radioactive rounds 2? Do I have any radioactive rounds 3? Yes. Yes, I do. A 20%, 1% cooldown rate. There we go. I need to keep that cooldown rate getting lowered and lowered. So, yeah. Because again, all my powers seem to have like a 1 minute cooldown time. So, getting that percentage is ridiculous. Actually, you know, folks, I'm going to quickly check once we're down at something's going on with the elevator. Okay, clearly we're about to enter combat, so I'm just going to pause it right here real quick. I'm going to also pause the recording so there's no dead air, and I'm going to quickly look up, is there like a calculator to determine the current cooldown of our bionic abilities? Because this game does not tell you. It does not stack everything on top of each other, and it's just annoying. Like it expect us to do a lot of maths based on percentages. So I'm going to pause the recording here. Alright folks, we're back. I did some research, and yeah, okay, so the way the system works... Actually, you know what, there's one way I could definitely test this out. Where's my phone? I don't know why I just didn't. Okay, so if one of the things that I looked up is accurate, my cooldown of one of my abilities should be 30 seconds. Okay? So I'm going to open up my stopwatch. Alright, I'm going to use one of my abilities. Okay. So I will use Warp. Start. So it should be done in 30 seconds. Okay, we can pause. Yeah, I'm going to knock off a few seconds because I forgot the game pauses when you use that, when you open that wheel. Okay, we're at 20 seconds. The ability should be off cooldown when it reaches 31. 31. The ability is still on cooldown, but it's actually almost done. We're at 40 seconds. Still on cooldown. Ability is off cooldown. So wait, that makes no sense. What the fuck? No, okay, I need a more accurate way of testing this. Hold on, I'm going to map warp. There we go. Okay. I'm going to press both the start thing and start button mashing warp now. There we go. Warp is currently on cooldown. Once I'm button mashing the use ability button. So once I start using warp, that's when I'll press thing. Again, according to the internet, my cooldowns are supposed to be using. You're supposed to combine all total cooldown bonuses. So I had 14 from what's it called? My gun mod. Sorry, for my class adept. I have 21 or 22 from my what's it called? Gun mod. Stop. Okay, so so that's 20. So, but hold on, 50% of 60. What is it? How is it determining this fucking percentage, folks? Hold on, I need to read the abilities. Maybe I misread one of my abilities. Okay, so Adept reduces the recharge time on biotic abilities. So it uses the word reduces by 14%. Okay. What about my bionic ability has a 17. Again, I don't know if that's a fucking percentage or not, but it has a 17. So assuming it is a percentage, so that's 17 plus 14. That is 31. Yes, 31. Okay, so we're at 31%. But if we go to my pistol, go to mods, reduces the levels of radiation. Target minus 20% cooldown reduction. Do radioactive rounds not reduce my cooldown? Do they increase the cooldown periods of my opponents? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to look up radioactive rounds, folks. Give me a sec. Mass Effect. Radioactive rounds. Because maybe I've been misusing them. So let's see what these do. Where's the radioactive rounds? These rounds, yes. This sickness makes it more difficult for biotic and attack abilities to be put. Okay, folks. Okay, so that 21% is not a benefit to me. It is a debuff to my opponents. It makes it so that they can't use their abilities. Okay, right. So I've been misinterpreting that. So okay, I don't have 50% cooldown reduction so far. Okay. At least now I understand.
Hello? Somebody help me.
And here we go, folks. The person that I do plan to romance, Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Quit shouting. This place is crawling with Geth.
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara Tassoni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
There's some kind of repulsion field in the way.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
folks, let's see here. Ooh, a mining laser pointing beneath the in. But for now, we need to clear out these enemies first. Again, I'm so glad I disabled the fact that my companions would only use their abilities defensively. Alright, we're going to continue upgrading Throw, Warp, and Barrier. And there we go. And then we'll also bump up Spectre Training so that we increase the duration of our abilities as well. Now, that's the thing. Let's see, but your biotic protection reduces the recharge time. So yeah, it does not increase the time, but this increases the duration. So it's only about 3%, unfortunately. So the duration's at 16%. So, sorry, 16.5 seconds. So that's a fair bit of time, and it can take up to 700 points of damage. So that's handy. All right. Rob everything. Because even though we are soldiers who are supposed to have the support of 2 different sets of governments, we still need to buy all our own equipment. Where is the funding? Oh yeah, I forgot to level up these guys. Let's see here. We're going to purely invest in this to get you to the point where I want you to be. There we go. And as for you, Ashley, we're going to continue progressing, maxing out your assault training, and then we'll put everything into your fitness. You shall be a tank, and that's all you're good for because you're a racist little bitch. Go.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
Now, folks, I'm regretting that I didn't bring Rex, because if Rex was here, what he would say is, what's it? Oh yeah, if I die here, I'm gonna kill him. You know, like, I fucking love Rex. He is so funny. But, yeah, no, I didn't bring him because, again, of a certain mission, and, you know, it's good to get some playtime with both these companions. Okay, now this is going to be a very difficult fight.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Okay, first things first, use warp on him. Use throw on the rocket one. Actually, I don't want him having to. And I don't have any of my fucking abilities. Take him out! Take him out! Regenerate! There we go. Oh, that's the annoying thing with Krogan enemies. Is they will regenerate rapidly health. So once you get them in that position, you need to take them out. Now I do like how they definitely added a bunch more sound effects to the game, because now you can actually hear their feet hitting the scaffolding. And then the sound changes once they're on a different surface.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the...
Oh, someone's
Of course,
feeling
you're
jealous.
Right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
We almost died in there. The Geth were everywhere.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Okay. Check our messages. Ship status report from Navigator Charles XO. Welcome, Commander. While you were in a mission, change in our most time we had was. Wow, whoever designed the mod is really leaning into Presley's thing. And we got a spam letter. Oh wait, no, Conrad Werner. Hello, message from Shepard Fan 3000. Commander. Oh wow. Oh well, guys, we got spam. The mod otter created spam. Hot Asari matrons in your area. You won't believe the selection of desperate Asari babes that we got lined up for you. Oh my god. Whoever the mod otter is, they did a fantastic job. No, oh wow, they did a really good job. That's cool. Next one, Helenia Bake. Thank you for speaking with Commander. Heard you're collecting Slayer and ID tags. How does this thing even work? I can't. Wow. Heard you were collecting the Slayer and ID tags. Is this a joke? You have a Krogan on board and you didn't ask him about collecting dead Slayerian things? That's the most popular Krogan hobby. I have boxes of Slayerian dog tags back on Chachanka. I asked a youngling from my clan to sort through it and found 2 that belong to the League of One. You can have them. Thanks again for the armor. It's a useless piece of junk, but good to have back. Shepard Rex. No new messages. Oh my god. But no, I absolutely love how the mod author included to create spam. That was fantastic.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask?
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, I already
What are you
did that.
Put the
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Alright, again folks, we're going to check in with the crew before we end the video, but yeah, we completed a major story. No level ups by the look of it. No significant new equipment. Again, I'm thinking of bringing us back to the
Yes,
Citadel.
Commander.
Speak freely, Presley.
I trust you, Commander. If you think they belong... Yes, sir.
We might go back to the Citadel to pick up some new weapons and gear. Again, the problem is with going to the requisitions officer, apparently he increases the price. So, yeah. We're going to avoid that.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Like I've got time to write you up. You have something you want to say, feel free.
Fair enough. Truth is, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I trust you won't have any questions when whatever's coming hits the fan.
None. I'm not questioning the mission. I'm just concerned. You won't have to worry about me, Commander. Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have
What's
time
your
for-
opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
Now, funny enough, he will say that only by a few seconds, sir, even if you did not bring him on the mission.
We'll talk another time.
At least that's how I remember it. He will always say that. But yeah, no, I do find that hilarious. Like how even he acknowledges, like, she's pretty.
The Asari are remarkable, aren't they? Can you believe Liara is twice my age?
Alright, nothing new with her.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, let's check in with Liara.
Commander, are are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Alliance medical personnel take courses in alien biology, just in case.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright folks, we've learned just a bit about the Asari culture and their species as a whole. The fact that they are monogendered, so they're all female, or at least as humans would understand. See, it's the Asari that puts me more in line of concern about how, again, a private investment firm like that has connections to Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner is what has me concerned about the continued existence of these games. And again, as we've already seen with Ubisoft, game developers apparently have the legal right to take their games out of digital libraries. So again, now I have the game installed, I have it downloaded, so technically it is safe. Now, if I had an external hard drive, I would probably safeguard the game that way, but I don't. So which means once I uninstall this game off of my computer, it's pretty much lost if they ever take it out of the digital library. But yeah, no, because again, I feel like they would have issues with the Asari. Again, considering that country is ruled by their beliefs of their religion. And as such.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
I need my crew to be in top form. I can't have you daydreaming about going home.
Don't worry, Shepard. I know what's at stake. If we don't stop Saren, I won't have a home to go back to. I'll be ready when you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
We already talked to him as well. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the crew don't get expanded upon dialogue as time goes on. So yeah, okay. Next is Rex, then Ashley, and then we'll talk to Garrus. And then I will see about upgrading my equipment. I'll do all the selling and purchasing offline.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
It was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Okay, folks, just as a brief reminder, yes, this ship is an Alliance vessel, but it was made in part by the Council. It's not a 100% Alliance-tech ship. So oh my god. Oh.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Now, that's... Okay, we saw a crack in the
Commander?
glass, folks.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
I'm sorry, Commander. I wouldn't mind talking.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Okay. But you know, we saw a small crack in the glass, folks. Now, anyone who's watched, I believe, it was one of my side chats with Skullduggery TV, and the topic of Ashley did come up, and we talked about how she is quite racist. Like, there's no way to put it. She is quite racist when it comes to aliens. And yeah, like the way she even then talked about them, like she uses an analogy, but like the analogy it paints her in a even worse picture, because it sort of showcases her true views on all the other races. It is.
Commander.
Wow.
How are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Sarah?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Sarah. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Spoken like a true CSEC officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Yeah, so again, as we're progressing, we're slowly going to be seeing why Garrus becomes the way he is in Mass Effect 2. Now, folks, that is it. We have checked in with every single one of our companions. And yes, and we also recruited Liara to Sony. So I'm going to end this video here. I am going to do something personal real quick relating to my brother. And then we'll be back with us. I think we're actually done with this entire system. Done with this entire sector of the galaxy. So we'll be moving on to a new sector. Particularly ones that are not tied to the main story, because we now have now that we have all our crew members, I'm going to now dive into doing the side quests and such. The next video I'll do will probably have us targeting those crime lords that we just received a mission about. So yeah, we'll probably go to that sector next. But in either case, folks, yeah, we're gonna make some headway. It's now that we have the open world, and now that I'm gonna be doing this system by system, so or even sector by sector. Actually, it'll probably be system by system. But because of that, we should actually be able to get through Mass Effect 1 relatively quickly. But yeah, I'm excited, folks. I've been wanting to cover this game on my channel for quite a while, and I'm excited to be doing this. Again, we're going to go through. I already have downloaded and installed mods for Mass Effect 2 and 3. I am so excited for this, folks. In either case, I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky. Salon, go over my gut.